Pick up your damn selves in a bit, people. Peace.
Or should it be a draw?
Oh.
1-1 just doesn't. 1-1, I'll celebrate. You said so much, I can now celebrate a draw like a win. So I'll take a draw.
How am I? Fantastic. In answer to your question, probably the best weekend to be a Liverpool fan, with Arsenal losing, City losing, Everton losing, and we're top by a couple of points. But I'm not getting carried away. You saw the show. They're trying to get me to puff the chest out. I've been there before. I know how the movie ends. Game by game, people. Game by game.
I'm good. It's been a mad, not even 24 hours yet. So yeah, obviously a lot's happened at the game yesterday with the incident, but everyone showing so much love has just been crazy. Like, I haven't even been able to like respond to all of the love and stuff. So yeah, obviously a bit tired, but I'm good, man. I'm good.
Pretty good. How are you? Okay. We'll see about that. That better be in. That better make the cut.
Not good, man. It's been a bad week. Bad week. The only, well, it was a bad thing and a good thing. Bad thing, Abby wasn't here, right? Because she would have absolutely cooked me, right? But Abby was off sick, and wishing her the best, hope that she gets well soon. But it was a good thing because she weren't here to cook me. Because I think if she was here, she would have had an absolute field day. But listen, I knew it was coming. It was a bad weekend, a bad defeat at Newcastle. Now I'm starting to know how these guys have been feeling for a long time. You know what I mean? I've had a good run. You know what I mean? Of not, you know what I mean, getting cooked week in, week out. Now I'm starting to get cooked week in, week out. I'm starting to move towards the mud. And it's not a good feeling.
I think Robbie was doing a bit of deflecting in his segment, but he managed to get back on track. I think he's starting to feel a little bit of pressure now because he knows he should be fighting for the title, probably winning it as well, considering all of City's injuries. And yeah, Arne Slot, he's at the wheel, do you know what I mean? And he's running proceedings, so there's a lot of stress in the hosting spots right now. Very, very stressful.
I thought Matisse was poor today, right? And that's what happens. This is a key example of when you give it the big one, giving it the Barry, yeah? And then all of a sudden, your chest deflates, right? He was talking about 4-1 this, 3-1 that. Mate, 1-1. And that's what happens when you give it the big one. So Matisse, worst performer on the show today, right? And people say, oh, say that to his face. I am. He's sitting right there. I'm looking at him. He's not looking at me, right? He's a sausage.
Because Matisse, I think he should be like joint sausage of the week, because he went big and bold saying how Chelsea were going to do this and Chelsea were going to do that, and I think he forgot it was Chelsea he was talking about.
I just want him to listen to me more, you know, because, you know, as they say in our households, you know, if you don't hear, you must feel. And he felt, and I just hope that he learns the lesson and he doesn't come back here all braggadocious thinking he's better than us, because I tried to warn him on quite a few occasions, even in my own mud. Because I'm not trying to say that we're better than what we are. I'm just trying to let him see that his team, and he's not where he thinks he is with his team. He needs to wait. The same way he went with the cold pump. I know he's been in the mud so long, and now I'm in it, but you can't just, at the little sign of a glimmer of, and just think you're back. I've won the Carabao Cup and thought I was back. I won the FA Cup and thought I was back. We shared a lot of I'm trying to show him. So my final words for Matisse is just listen to me, bro. I got your best interests at heart. But if you don't listen to me, you're gonna get cooked, and you're gonna get more days like this.
And me, well, I was just witness to the cooking, and I couldn't really say much today. What can I say after that? Gutted with the performance, gutted with the result, gutted with everything. But the previews were fun, so at least we enjoyed ourselves. For, you know, we were more entertaining than the match. You know, we hyped it. Me, Flex, Saeed, you know, we had great previews. I had a lot of fun making those. The match was dead though, so what can you do? At least you got something, guys.
Flex deserved MVP of the week for obvious reasons that we now know. What he had to go through yesterday was absolutely disgraceful, but the way he dealt with it, the way he came out as the bigger person is exemplary. So shout out to my brother Flex for for reacting the way he did, massively deserved. And big up to Manchester United for reaching out to him and making sure the correct avenues are now being taken. So yeah, Flex was brilliant.
I'm going to give Flex a 10 because number one, how he handled that whole racism thing was absolutely brilliant. And number two, the way he cooked Matisse.
I'm pleased, although I know obviously I could have won it for, like we was just discussing the reasons for yesterday, which I, completely humbled for that and thankful. But I could have even won this for how I dealt with Matisse, I'm not gonna lie. Because he deserved that. He deserved that. I told him, I know I predicted we'd win 2-1 as well, but with how he was going on, I definitely told him that what he was saying will not happen. Like it just won't. By 3 clear goals and we're gonna do this to you and you got no man. I don't need to go into it all again. You lot saw the show, but I definitely feel that yes. Aside from what happened, thank you for giving me this. But actually, let's not forget the cooking because Matisse got cooked, and I said that would happen. I had more things planned if we would have actually won the game. And you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. In the stadium, because obviously the penalty was fairly late, 70-odd minute. And it would have been the perfect way to beat Matisse as well, because that would have pissed him off so much. A Bruno disaster class during the game, but scored the pen, and Man United stink the place out like that and get a 1-0 win. That just would have been poetic for me. It would have been perfect, and I would have done so much. I had so much more planned, but in accordance with the draw, which I could still get to celebrate like a win, the way he was going on, I enjoyed it.
They're 13th and we're 4th. Like, yeah, we got down and dirty and, danced with the devil, but there's still a lot of places in between us in the table. So I'm not re-signing any contract and I'm not getting involved.
Robbie, pathetic. Just like his team's performance at 12:30 up north. He went to Tup Palace on Friday night, and on Saturday night, Liverpool went top. So he can go Jalou and all these clubs like that and have a good time, which I'm sure he did. But his deflection tactics once more were absolutely abhorrent. They were sickening. The way I said, do you think you played well? And all of a sudden, he says, well, are Liverpool going to win the league? No, that's not how the analysis works on this show. You answer your questions and then you can divert, but not until the time's right. So Robbie ultimately got the sausage of the week, and that's well deserved.
Probably deserved it, to be honest. We were the worst team of the weekend. We don't have a Man City fan on the panel, where I think they would possibly have got it over us. But yeah, deserved. What can I say?
And AGT, this guy, how he managed to be rattled for Liverpool being top of the league after a win, still managed to find himself in hot water, I will never know. That brother is always in hot water. You know what I mean? He's always sizzling. Yeah? Tantalizing. Crazy, brother.
Somehow he still finds a way to mess it up. I don't know. He has this unique ability where he's in the clear. If that was any of us, would just be in the clear and we wouldn't manage to get no heat, because you can't talk to us. If you've had the weekend he's had, you can't talk to him. But he still found a way to get heat.
Even though they're top of the league, even though, they were the big winners this weekend, I think he's going to get like a 5. Because his lack of conviction, he's been, every week he's asking me, are you going to win the league, this and that? And he got completely rattled. All I asked him is, you're 7 points clear of Arsenal, are you going to win the league? And he started speaking like he's in a relegation battle. He got completely rattled. What's wrong with this guy? You're top of the league. But you know why he was like that? Because he started to get that feeling of last season when they were top of the league and they were running away with it at a time as well. Remember, Liverpool were ahead. Then they lost to Everton. Then they lost to Palace. And they completely capitulated. And they got a pass for it because Klopp was leaving. We didn't get a pass for it the previous season. Everyone was saying we bottled it. Liverpool bottled it last season, and that's why he's scared. When he's trying to say, oh, I've been there, I'm not going to, it's because of fear. He is scared to back his team. And if you're a Liverpool fan, you should be backing your team right now. They're having a good season.
I've been here before with 97 points and still not won the league, right? So they can want me to put the chest out all they want, but I stand on business, right? Are we going to win the league? Maybe. Do I think we're definitely going to win the league? Absolutely not. And this is why Liverpool, we're going under the radar a little bit, right? We're not first on the show, we're fourth or fifth in the running order. That's fine. We just keep doing our bits and bobs and we go up and see where we end up. But right now I'm very happy with the way we're playing, and big up Arnie Slot, man. The slot machine is in full effect right now. Big up.
I did miss Abby. I didn't miss the cooking, but I always miss Abby. You know, Abby's a great person on the panel. We always miss her personality, and she would have absolutely destroyed me today. But I do always miss her, and I hope she gets well soon.
And Robbie's lucky, you know, because you know how Abby comes with stats, and she was ready. She would have been, trust me, that's how I know she must have been ill, because she would have really wanted to be here, to witness a Robbie cooking. She's there for it. She hates Arsenal, and rightly so as a Spurs fan. So, yeah, I wanted her to be there for that, but I didn't want her to be there to be like, you know, Solanke rise, oh yeah, just that. No, I didn't want to see that.
I have to choose my words here because I always miss Abby, you know, when she's not here. But I'm trying to figure out what type of Abby I would have got today. I miss Abby when she's nice to me. When she's not nice, different ball game, you know. She coming in off a 4-1 win. Cole Palmer didn't play well. Chelsea didn't win. I'm not sure what kind of Abby I was going to get today. So maybe better safe than sorry. Maybe better not to risk it for a biscuit. I don't know. What kind of Abby was it going to be? I'd rather just keep it stepping till next show.
Yeah, listen, whenever Abby's not on the show, we miss the energy that she brings. I'm sure she would have come with chest after slumping Aston Villa. Hold tight, Dan Bardell. He was giving it the big one to Flex, saying, you know, Villa's a big club and why would Emery move to United? Well, listen, Aston Villa come to Anfield on Saturday night, so we'll see what happens there as well. But maybe Villa just aren't as good as what people think they are, potentially. So yeah, big up Abby. She got the job done. Last 15 minutes, but it was a good performance from Tottenham. And I'm sure if she was here, she would have been up there with MVP of the week. But
boy, we have to win. I think, listen, the Inter one, if we go there and we say get a draw, I don't think that would be the worst result. I don't think that would be a bad result for Arsenal. But, you know, if we could get a win, it'd be such of a boost. But they're a very, very good side. That's going to be a tough game. It's a big game, one of the biggest games in the Champions League this week. So I'd take a draw there, but the Chelsea game, that game we need to win. We can win. Chelsea were poor against Manchester United. I don't think they'll be as poor as that again, but we can win that game, but we have to win it. I think we have to win that game. I don't think a draw will be a good result for us. The only way a draw will be a decent result for Arsenal is if City and Liverpool draw, which I think is very unlikely, or they both lost. And even then we wouldn't have taken advantage of the situation. We need to win.
And you're playing... Okay.
You're doing this again. You're asking me who I'm playing next? Okay. We're playing Noah. I've been calling him Noah's Ark. Yeah, it's not great, is it? I don't even know any of their players. I don't know what their badge looks like. Don't know what stadium they kick ball in. Hopefully that will be grass on the ground, not concrete. I don't know.
We will beat PAOK and we will beat Leicester going into the international break. Won't be perfect, won't be pretty, but we'll get 6 points respectively in both competitions and hand over to our new man, Ruben Amorim. And you know what, big up Ruud van Nistelrooy, because I think, because I just predicted 2 wins, of course, you know, then a draw against Chelsea and a win against Leicester the first time, I think he would have stabilised us quite nicely to hand over. And then Amorim's going to have Ipswich out the break and home game against Everton. Ipswich away, Everton home, then Arsenal away. So I'm hoping Amorim can come in and get us prepared to just be solid in that game so we don't take licks there a couple of days after my birthday, like always happens every year, every time I go to Emirates and get moved to. So yeah, we're going to win the next 2 games.
Leverkusen at home, who are 4th in the Bundesliga right now, not as good as they were last season, but the Xabi Alonso factor comes into play. Have to win that game to really solidify top spot in the Champions League. Top of the league, top of the Champions League right now, we're flying. So hopefully we win that, and then Aston Villa on Saturday. And then an international break where we can just chill and relax for a little bit. and then go again against City on the 1st of December. So, yeah, got to win both of these games and carry on the momentum that we currently have. But you won't see me getting carried away. So I'm just chilling at #1 in Europe and in the Premier League.
Like you don't have 3 back-to-back away games. You better focus because you're 5th and we're 4th. Do you know what I mean? You're level on points with me. You know what I mean? So we could talk about mud brothers and whatnot, but you're with me together in harmony. So don't be getting all excited. You know what I mean, Arsenal? You're one club. I'm not going to take no cookings from this week. I'm not going to take no attitude from production. You are 5th. You could have been 7th. You're lucky that Brighton and Villa didn't win. Got a big week for you. And who are you coming up against next? Me, Stamford Bridge. And you're under a lot of pressure. You're under the same pressure I was under at Old Trafford. Because you're meant to be winning this game. You're meant to be handling business. You're in a title race. God forbid you was in the top 4 race after all this. Yappa, yappa, yappa. Shut it! You know what I mean? I feel better now. I just remembered where you guys are.